Well, everybody, I am your host, Lambo Drew. You are now tapped into another edition of The Leverage Show. Shout out to you guys, definitely, man, for tapping in tonight, man, right here on this broadcast, man. Y'all know what time it is, man. We definitely getting ready to go ahead and go up on another Thursday night, man. This is only just a prelude to what's getting ready to go ahead and happen next week. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Next week, getting ready to be so lit. You're going to want to go on ahead and I'm telling you, some of y'all just need to clear your schedule, right? Next week, getting ready to be so lit. Some of y'all just need to clear your schedule, straight up. Just say, you know what, Lambo, Tuesday and Thursday night, we're going to be tapped in next week because it's going to go down. You guys don't know, man, but I'm getting ready to tell you guys this, and I'm getting ready to say a few things in the comments, and I got another powerful thing tonight that we're going to go through as well. But this past Tuesday night, I want to thank each and every single one of y'all. Y'all don't know exactly what that actually meant, that show meant, and for me to get that out, share that wonderful video with you guys, but give you guys some pointers, right? After that show, this past Tuesday night, which is 48 hours ago, the show ended. Literally 5 minutes later, I was on the phone for the next 3 hours because we did have something set up with my guy Ahmed Hazel. Shout out to him. Definitely, man, caught Lambo with the 1-2 punch for 3 hours after Tuesday night show. And I just really want to tell y'all this, man. This is a testament of what the show is and who watches silently and everything else. And I have to say this. It just really blessed Lambo to begin to hear all of the amazing things that were said, that were done, that we actually spoke about. That right there took some things to the next level. So next Thursday night, not only we got Tuesday night with my guy Ernest Epps band coming on here. I told y'all a big shout out to my guy Jackson Armstrong and Big Ant the Loach, man, for actually making that amazing connection. Talked with Ernest actually today. He was in a conference down in Miami. Excited, just excited about some things. You guys don't want to miss Tuesday and Thursday night next week. The 22nd and the 24th, it's going down. Y'all better bring it to your communities, your families, your friends, all your neighbors, everybody. Like I'm telling y'all this right now. It's literally going to be so power-packed come next week. It's not even going to be funny for a lot of y'all. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about what the show brings. I'm excited about what you guys bring to the channel. I'm excited about what you guys bring to the broadcast. Excited about everything you guys do, you know. I really want to tell y'all something, man. And I can't give the secret out to what's getting ready to happen next week and all the other great things that are to come. But it's really, really, really getting ready to hit home for a lot of y'all. Some of y'all are getting ready to start seeing the writing on the wall that you are born and destined to win. The tools you have it takes, the necessity of people around you that allow you to help bridge you guys into the next level. And that's what we're bringing here to this channel, to the show, allowing you and showing you how to get to the next level, right? And what that next level looks like. What that next level looks like. I can honestly say that next level, like, it's so next level in so many levels, it's not even funny. It's not even funny. Some people need to hear that. It's not even funny, right? But for you, I want to talk about it for you, what that looks like for you, what that looks like for many of you guys who have been saying to yourself, well, you know what, Lambo, I don't know, what should I do? Should I Should I do this? Should I do that? And I'm telling you, you guys should make some stuff happen, right? Make some stuff, man, go next level for you. There you go. Want to change that. Next week, next Tuesday night, Thursday night. For those who've been trying to say, Lambo, I'm trying to gain access to capital, trying to go ahead and make sure that my credit's right. I really want to actually go to a point in my life where I really have a solid game plan. You don't want to miss next Tuesday night. Next Tuesday night, which getting ready to drop, it's going to be a one-on-one, amazing conversation, back and forth, two lions. As you guys know, man, I didn't get a chance to tell you, but I was at the movies, got a chance to do a movie, and I went seeing the movie The Apprentice. If you don't go and see the movie The Apprentice, no matter what your views are, I suggest everybody goes to see the movie The Apprentice, right? Or pull it up on your Fire Stick, pull it up on whatever you guys got. You know how we do these days. Pull it up. The movie The Apprentice talks about the story of Donald Trump and exactly how he actually became who he is before presidency and everything else. Man, it's phenomenal. Phenomenal. If you guys can go see it, you guys see that everybody thought that he learned from his father. He did not learn from his father. He did not learn from his father. Everybody thought that his father taught him everything that he knows. No. He learned from a man named Ray Coyne, right? And if you guys get a chance, you guys will see Ray Coyne at one point was like the hottest lawyer in New York City at the time. There was nobody messing with Ray Coyne. Ray Coyne would go in there. He was like Johnny Cochran, back then. Ray Coyne would go in there and be winning cases and stuff like that. But the thing about Ray Coyne is that when he would go win the cases, he always had a one-up on you. So just when you think that a case would go against you, he always had a one-up. And I'm telling you what, you guys go, just watch it. I don't care how you guys watch it. If you want to go to the movies or whatever, man, go see it. You will definitely see where Donald Trump actually got his killer instincts from. And that killer instinct is next level. And you see where he got it from. You see where he got his ways from. Crazy of how he became that way in business. And literally, man, when he couldn't even buy $1,000 suit because he had spent his last $10,000 on a lawyer. And he said, no, you're going to take me with you everywhere you go because of who you are. The brand now is you. That's literally how Lambo wants to do for you guys. The brand is you guys. The Leverage Show is you. Everything we do with the show, everything we do, what we do is for you so that you can continuously to go to the next level and you be connected to so many wonderful people who are on this broadcast. I got a chance earlier to watch my guy, Coach Rashid, right? And he did you guys got to know, man, Coach Rashid, man, he's always still on the move, stays busy, but he did something that was so amazing of really sitting in there, man, kind of letting people know where the things were. I can't wait for that video to drop, Coach. So make sure you drop that video, man. He did something that was so amazing that he was saying, dude, I want y'all to take a look at what people are doing to persuade people to do everything to vote or whatever and to get out there and do whatever that they're going to do, right? But two of the key things that he said that he put on there was marijuana, and another one was another thing that they were going to be offering, right? We laughed at that because tricks that people used to do, people are still doing it in social media now when you're actually buying something. My guy Kennard Henry always talks about the YouTube guy who's always on there, man, saying, hey, if you want to go on ahead, man, and buy this, and boom, he puts out the spiel, and then boom, goes right into it. And every video and everything, man, is to sell you, right? I not, right? What is going to sell you short of your future? What is going to sell you short of the lifestyle you are destined to live? Like pretty soon, you guys are going to hear, and I'm going to Play that tape because it's going to be amazing tape of my guy, Denzel Washington. It's going to come speak some things into you guys' life for next. It's going to be a lengthy time. You guys are not going to want to go ahead and miss that. I was actually, in there, man, just talking so much earlier with so many other people, man, and we were discussing things with so many clients, and I'm telling them, I'm just like, if you follow what I say, there is success in the receipts and everything that I say, right? And everybody thought, I know I had people hitting me up on a DM. I know you guys thought that Lambo was going to come on here and talk about some of the stuff that's going on tonight with some other stuff, man, from last night and all of this stuff. I said, no, I'm not even getting ready to put my 2 cents into that. I'm getting ready to go ahead and focus on you guys, right? Because that's where the real focus is at. The real focus is on making sure you guys get to where you guys need. Let that problem take care of itself and continuously to keep moving forward. Those who know, you guys hit me up. He was like, well, Lambo, yo, we getting ready to start. We heard through the grapevine. No, y'all ain't got to start releasing no videos or nothing. You understand? Some of y'all just sit back and chill. You understand? Watch the show, right? Let's see how everything unfolds, right? All right. So we've seen this time and over again some other things, but Lambo wasn't going to go ahead and use tonight to talk about a program, especially being out on the show. You're not going to do that. But I want to speak positive in you guys' life, right? Because this is what this is for. This is what you actually are doing to make sure that you're getting to your next level. The program next week, right? Tuesday and Thursday night, you guys are not going to want to miss that at all. At all. You guys are not going to want to miss that. That's business to really help take care of you. That's real people, real businesses, real structures that allow you to get to your next level, right? Ernest is going to come talk about some amazing things next week. I'm talking about credit and being able to get $100,000 guaranteed play in 90 days. Guaranteed. What if we can take that risk of you saying, I really wish that I could, afford some of these opportunities and afford some of these amazing things. If I actually had the right people or the right steps to do it, then yeah, Lambo, I would take a risk. But the way my checkers and my savings account is set up, I can't go ahead and take that risk, right? Listen, we have something special coming for you. Next week, you guys are definitely going to take a look into this because it's really getting ready to change your lives. And then Ahmed Hazel is coming at Thursday night. You guys don't want to miss that. Ahmed Hazel's coming at Thursday night. Ahmed Hazel was on the show at the very beginning of the year, talking mortgage notes, talking everything. So Ahmed calls me. I told you after the Tuesday night show, we talked for 3 hours. He's meeting the very next day with Myron Golden. One-on-one, Myron Golden, flying out to Russell Brunson. You guys know who Russell Brunson is. He is the gentleman of ClickFunnels. He created ClickFunnels. They're flying out personally to his house to go ahead and talk. And Lambo can talk it. That's fine. I say it. It's on the show. And they're talking personally. I mean, talking private jets and everything else. Beautiful, beautiful. When we say you are the company you keep and you truly are connected to some amazing people, some of you guys who literally are wishing that you can be, oh man, I wish that my life could change. I wish that it could change to this. Wish that it could change to that. It's only but a decision away or only one person away to being connected to what you really need. Take advantage of the people who literally come to the show. Yesterday, I got a chance to watch our very own, the Leverage Show's very own, Julian Jeremiah Craft on my guy Dr. Credit Show. Lambo got a chance to watch that. We got a chance to experience that. Shout out to everybody, LA Law and the team and Ahmad and all of them who really got some of the graphics and the works and the designs and everything together. Shout out to them for like really doing some amazing things. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch the PBT Points Blank Experience. I guess they must take that off air and probably gonna put that on there because I didn't see that live anywhere. I was checking every channel. But I didn't get a chance to see them and my boy Rod, but definitely I got a chance to be out there with my guy Don and really watch them grow to give something back to the people. What they gave back to the people was amazing. It was next level. That's what this community is about. This community is about how you build, right? How we're building. You know, people can tell you this, and a lot of people have said, we love how you shift, right? We love how you shifted this program. We love how you shifted what you talk about, what you bring on here. That's because of 80 to 90% of what I do is this type of business. I do business that's legitimate business like this. This is what we do. And they say, well, man, you know, Lambo, we was talking about, you know, we seen you shift, and shout out to you guys who reached out to me, man. We seen you shift from a lot of these crypto programs that were out here and talking about this crypto stuff and talking about that. And everybody, I know, I've seen the DMs, man. You guys are giving me Lambo. Yo, are you coming to talk about the thing last night? One of the biggest, hottest ones that's not paying. That's not, no, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. Right now, I will say, this is Lambo really speaking. We do all have a timeline. And I really hope that the individual who's involved with that and the people who are involved with that, everybody turns around, gets rightfully restituted for everything, and that the program continues to keep going on, right? But I really have to go on ahead. I will do this because you're on the Lambo show, and Lambo don't pull no punches with anything. There was one program that was actually being introduced and said that it was a rug pull, it was a scam, and that it was actually going down. That program is still up and live. And shout out to one of my guys, David Cashflow, who actually hit me up and says, Lambo, you know, we heard through the grapevine from other people that, you know, they were saying that our stuff is a scam and they're fingers and everything else, man. And he said, well, no, he said, our trader turned around, we took a big hit, went all the way down. And when we went down, our traders started to gather stuff back up, and we consistently started moving. We still are making our payouts. We still are doing what we need to do, right? And I said, wow, that's amazing. He said, but yeah, we went from 15, 20% a month down to 1%, down to 5%. Now we're going up to 10%. And then literally the trader is making enough movement to make it back to 15%. He says, Lambo, could you go on ahead and say on your show, and I'm going to probably have my guy David Cashflow on here too. Don't worry about it. We'll bring him back here. He said that, yo, this is not a scam for the people who are involved in Trade Tribe, right? That we do have a legitimate program. We do have a program where the trader Jake actually making some moves. It has just not been the moves that other people have made. And literally, he says, you know, make sure you let them know none of our clients and none of our people have missed their payouts. He said, can you say the same for them? I said, I'm not getting ready to go on ahead and talk about that other program to throw shots at that. That gentleman and everything, man, I can't wait to go on ahead and hear, because we got to have a great conversation about some great things that's going to be happening on the 31st of this month as well. So I said, you know what? I don't know, because they're restructuring, they're getting things, a lot of transparency. We see a lot of stuff that's falling in and out and stuff that's not around, right? When we actually see the writing on the wall, when it looks like other things that might have actually started going out, most of the people, they start looking at that like, hey, we've seen the same jargon, we've seen the same pull, we've seen the same stuff that was happening with other platforms, it's not happening with this platform. So when most people are saying to themselves, Lambo, what's your response when it comes to this? And I know people couldn't wait for me to mic up, cam up to come talk about that today. And I said, you know, when you see that, you got to watch it play out. I trust the gentleman who been to our show, You see everything, man, that's going on. You know, you don't want to go ahead and drive fear or panic into anybody. But when you start looking at a lot of the signs, it definitely does look like some of the other stuff that people have been into and turn around and got themselves wrecked, right? Do I believe that it's going to go that way? I believe that they're going to pull it around. The one thing that Lambo will state, though, on camera, and anybody, I don't care if we on stage, y'all know me, I don't pull any punches, right? The one thing I will say is that I pray all people be rectified. And definitely the project lasts long. It's here to stay. It's here to keep going, man, another year, 2 years, right? Or however, how long it is, right? That's Lambo gonna tell you guys about that. If you guys come to see me really talk about it, this is all I'm gonna say about it, right? I pray that all the parties be rectified and people continuously do receive payouts. It is kind of heartbreaking when people were waiting for a payout last month, never got their payout last month. We're going into this month. They were expecting a payout yesterday, never got their payout yesterday, and then been told now they're getting a payout in future, you know, in some time now. That is kind of heartbreaking. But you have to see where the leadership is at. A lot of programs have done this. Shout out to even Coach Rasheed was actually involved with an amazing program called Fusion. And they did the restructuring thing and really came back and were bouncing back too at one point back then. And then, you know, some things happen. I mean, that's what happens with leadership. When you have leadership, you get out there, you take care of it, you address the problems and everything else. The last thing I want to do is have a person, and I'm going to call it out like it is. We were in a program with AMSIS, and we seen Ed Zimbardi, right? And shout out to Ed Zimbardi. He took us on a ride. He took us on a ride, right? Y'all want Lambo to be truthful about this. Lambo, this is me speaking about this. Is all I'm going to say. He took us on a ride. Ed Zimbardi, sit back up in here. What he did was he called every other program a scam. Every other thing was a scam out there. Every other thing was going down. Every other thing, you can take out insurance on your house. You can take out insurance, a loan. You can take out a loan for this. You can take out a loan for that. And there was people who lost their lives behind that program. There was people who invested their hard-earned money that it was their first time investing. They never really understood what investing was. And they got into AMSIS and crypto program and some of these other programs that were out there like that and literally lost the shirts off their back. Some people have never recovered. And I know 2 people who actually lost their lives because of the pressure of them actually losing out on something that looked like it was here to stay, right? And then all of a sudden exited stage left, right? That's exactly what I've been seeing with a lot of these other things that are out here, right? But the way, the style that Ed Zimbardi did things, people can tell you this, he would actually say, hey, I'm ready to go toe-to-toe with everybody. And he went toe-to-toe with you. I'm ready to call out everybody. He called out everybody. He was as visible as he could be. You guys know this, and for the real ones who are out there, we're going to call it like how it is. He was visible. When AMSIS was paying and crypto program was paying, it was paying. People were happy. People never start getting the signs or really getting upset is when the money stops. That's like you going to your job and then the money stops flowing in and then you ask yourself, what am I doing working? Hey, where's my check? Hey, where's my money? What am I going to do to feed my family? Would you want to go to your job, ask for your check at the end of your 2 weeks or your month, and then tell you, hey, don't worry about it. We're going to pay you next month. Or, hey, don't worry about it. Then when that month gets here, you're saying to yourself, hey, don't worry about it. We're going to get it the next month after. You got to understand, you got to call it what it is. Lambo's going to call it what it is, right? You can't say that we're going to have leadership And I'm going to talk with leadership, going to talk with leadership, going to talk with leadership. And then all of a sudden, when leadership actually shows up, and then people and everything, man, are ready to get paid for what they're ready to get paid for, then all of a sudden, man, it's hey, we've got this. We're in tumultuous times. We've got all of this stuff. When you read that, it really brings fear to people. It brings so much fear to people, and people don't want to hear that. Like, well, wow, well, hold on. Why are we switching up things now? What are we switching up things? What are we switching up things for this? What are we switching up things for that? Hey, we're saying we're getting paid this amount. Now we're getting paid this amount. What's going on? Okay, well, we're structuring so this can go. Okay, we're cool. We'll take that, right? But then there's some innocent people who hasn't been along for this rodeo. And I'm praying everything works out with this. And this is what I'm telling you about AMSIS. I'm praying everything works out because I know a lot of people hit me up. Y'all came to do that. And I'm saying I'm not going to talk about it, but I'm going to talk about the underline of another program and how it went, right? I'm going to talk about the characteristics of that gentleman, of Ed Zimbardi, and how he was, right? I mean, I mean, as convincing as he was, amazing and convincing, right? Let's be real. Call ace a spade a spade. As convincing as he was, he still turned around, had millions of dollars put into there, millions of dollars turned into these programs, for millions of dollars for people to put their hard-earned money in, put their life savings in, put their retirement in, put all of these other things in. And then all of a sudden, the AMSIS event happened in Atlanta. People can stop me in the comments if you guys know, and I'll get to the comments in a minute. The AMSIS event happened. This was supposed to be, that happened in June. You guys remember this. I want y'all to remember this. And what he kept saying was compound, compound, compound. Compound, compound, compound. Ed Zimbardi. Compound, compound, compound. This is a safe investment. We got other stuff that's going on, but this is a safe investment. When that investment came after June, this is the end of June, July came, right? Let's be real. We're going to call ace a spade a spade. July came. He said, we're changing the name at the event of June. July came. Oh my goodness, there's an attack on frivolous accounts, and we got wallets, and they got people are trying to sneak stuff with this. Oh my goodness, we got an attack. That's July. We had double payouts happen. You guys stop me if I remember this. You guys don't remember this last year. See, we don't want to talk about this. We want to sit there and kind of jab. I'm not getting ready to jab. Get ready. Hey, we get ready to deliver truth. When July came, there was an overpayment. They asked in AMSIS in July, could you return the overpayment? Because, oh my gosh, we've got this. Now we found out in July, there were certain people getting paid, certain people not getting paid, right? Here we go. August gets here. I never forget it. We was on vacation. It was August the 19th, 18th, 19th, if I'm not mistaken. We're in DC at the time. We had people who were trying to get payments from AMSIS, crypto program, people who were not trying to get payments. So there was one side being satisfied, hey, we're still paying, the other side not being satisfied, just saying, hey, we're not paying. What's going on? I haven't received it. All of a sudden, when majority of the people, because they couldn't balance the book no more, because there was no big new fresh deposits coming in. You got to remember how this stuff works. This stuff works off of fresh deposits coming in. When somebody and everything, man, is on the backside and they actually are running low because they made enough payouts, and then somebody says, hey, we want to take the bag to do other things, you got to watch the pivot. And when you hear it, most people are so naive, they've never been into anything like that. So they'll believe anything because anybody will say anything. Oh, no, we're 100% trusted. We're 100% confident that this was going to, okay. That's fine. That's confident. But let's talk about what was stated. When you're going to actually do business with somebody, you literally go off of what is stated and it's in writing with terms. When things change, you automatically start looking at, hey, this wasn't what I signed up for. This wasn't what my job signed up for. This wasn't what my security signed up for. This wasn't what I signed up for. This was not what it stated. Why are we switching to this now? Okay, well, if we want to be sustainable, we want to make a long run. Why are we switching to this? And people say, okay, well, we're switching to this because of X, Y, and Z. When we have a system, here we go. When we have a system, when that happened, oh, we're doing something new. We're doing something big. Something really big is happening. You guys don't want to miss this. And everybody got all excited. And I mean, the bankrolls started coming out after that. Bankrolls. I swear for you guys. The bankrolls started coming out. You started seeing people throwing 50,000, 100,000, 250,000, 300,000, 500,000. They throwing money. People are seriously throwing money into, hey man, we got all of this stuff coming out. You guys want to be a part of it. Got to watch for the hook and bait. He kept saying to the event, keep compounding. When I hear that word compound, I automatically say, you need to back up because you need to profit take. Real people need to profit take. Some people won't hear this, but Lambo gonna tell you about this, right? Real people need to profit take. Because when I hear compound, that means is that I can make that screen say anything. You can make that screen say anything, meaning that anything on the screen is just numbers. Show me the sheet. Show me the receipt. And so Ed Zimbardi was making that screen say anything. I mean, people had their payments that they were actually making money, what they were getting ready to do. We had people doing yachts. We had people on airplanes, people renting out Disney, people doing stuff, man, like, oh my gosh, this is changing my life. And then all of a sudden, there was a hook and bait plan. When we got to Atlanta, this is true story. Stop me if I'm lying. Larry the Lion, if he's on here, he'll stop me if I'm lying, but I know he's probably at his son's game. Me and Larry the Lion and BOJ, shout out to BOJ, we're sitting there. Actually, no, BOJ was inside back at that point because he went back inside. Me and Larry the Lion went out, and we're sitting at the inside of this restaurant or whatever and everything, man. So we're sitting down at the table, stool side in the restaurant. This is at 4 or 5 o'clock-ish. The lady from behind the counter looks over at me and Larry. I lie not to you. And two more pop out. And they said, hey, what are you guys here for? Seeker of knowledge, you can stop me. Yo, we're here for this event. I said, you're here for the event? I said, yeah. They said, yo, do you know much about this guy? And I said, yeah, man, we know, man. They said, no. Do you know, we had to, when we got this guy, he's staying at the furthest place on the compound here with bodyguards around him. He has a no talk to clause with him outside of him in engaging with you guys. It's a true story. True story. He has a no contact clause with him. You can't contact him except for when he's around you guys. I said, don't you think that that's odd? They said, have you ever Googled up his name and seen what came up? And we say, oh, yeah, he had stuff, whatever. I said, no. Have you really ever Googled his name up? And sometimes that's what people have to do. Just Google the name up and you see what pops right up about the individual, right? You'd be shocked to see what happens. You'd be like, oh, my God, I cannot even believe this, But he sit back up in here, man, and he said, Google up his name, see what pops up, see what happens, see where this goes at this point. And I lie not to you. I was taken back by what was shown on there when they popped it up and what was said. And they looked at me and they said, y'all, this is the biggest con. These are the servers at the event in the restaurant who ain't even attending the event that was in the conference room. That's literally, man, so far down away from that, it's not even funny. I'm not lying to y'all. I'm not lying to y'all. It's true story. So the event happens. Me and Larry sit back up in here. We look at each other. I said, well, Larry, you already know what I got into this. I got probably the least amount of probably anyone in this room into this. And he says, Lambo, me and you both, we laughing, right, at this point. So I'm talking about bare minimum, right? But we had so many other people that were in there. And I literally said, I feel sorry for everybody else if something was to happen and get taken for a ride, knowing the history of the individual and what the history of him actually being involved in a lawsuit and what he actually had to pay back to former investors. I'm giving y'all game now. There was a lawsuit. Ed Zimbardi had to go ahead and pay back money from an investment from former investors, and he had to pay the money back, right? So by any means necessary, how I'm going to get this money? I'm going to get this money to begin to start making restitution of payment after I bailed on them and closed down that program. The individuals to this day, like I'm not lying to y'all. And they're gonna see this because they watch my shows and watch the replays all the time. The individuals to this day, I got some individuals who literally a year ago, I mean, I'm not lying to you, millions of dollars was nothing for them to touch. Straight up. They could touch the money. It would literally, man, come through their hands. People would trust whatever they say. They're giving it to them so they can invest their hard-earned money. Straight up. But the moment that this gentleman, Ed Zimbardi, mentally played a psychology game, he began to turn everyone against what his program was doing. Oh, this is the program that works. This is the program that counts. This is the program that's this. This is the program that's that. And then say, look at all the other programs. Look what they're getting ready to do. The other programs are getting ready to go down. The other programs are getting ready to do this. Look at this. And he pointed the finger, deflection, at everything else, not knowing what was getting ready to happen. I know for a fact if something with a lot of these things don't change over, it's going to end up the same way. After that program in June, at the end of June, it was the last week in June to be exact. I mean, strategically done. Compound. All of a sudden, at the end of June, you compounded going to June, July. Compound. Oh, man. Time for them to start making some money. Right, Ken, for the win. Right, coach. Right, everybody out there. J50, J. The people who know what I'm saying. Compound. Boom. Not just that. The one thing that was done at the event, people can stop me if they know I'm lying. Yo, I'm going to throw some prizes out here for y'all. Oh, man. People, oh, my gosh. We're getting prizes. We're getting it. They were so ecstatic. The trinkets, prizes, gifts. I'm like, man, you're getting gifts off of because you already know where the money is not getting ready to stop flowing in the long run. We're just waiting for the switch and bait, right? That's what Ed was doing. So Zimbardi is actually out there. He's actually giving out gifts. Man, I'm giving you some money. Oh my gosh, he loves us. You're the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I mean, if you said something negative about Ed back then, they would have slapped the taste out of your mouth. You guys know I ain't lying. You guys know Lambo telling the truth out here. God, y'all know I'm telling the truth. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Literally, they would have put you against a building as the mob squad and beat up on you. Do you know they were still beating up on people into the groups still to this day? And it's been over a year later, almost a year and a half later, that AMSIS has stopped paying, ain't paid a lick. This man has been on the news. This man has been on TV for being the largest crook criminal who is out there. They caught him on the run. He's still moving like literally. And the thing that he said on the psychology level was like, you guys are gonna see. Stop me if I'm lying. You guys are gonna see in 1 year where you guys are gonna be at, and their lives are gonna be at for the people who didn't invest. And called everything else out to everybody else that, hey, they ain't gonna make it. I said, oh wow. Ed Zimbardi, man, he ain't playing. It motivated you to say, it had FOMO, fear of missing out. I gotta invest. I gotta get into my packages. I gotta make this money every single month. This is hands-free. This has been here for years. It's been paying out for years. It's been doing this. Like when I'm telling you, when you vetted in this thing, you have heard it all and you've seen it all. And Ed made you feel so secure while all the time he was blood sucking all the money right up out of you. And people were like, man, I love Ed. Ed's an amazing guy. There are some YouTubers right now, they are going through the biggest scrutiny of their life. And some of them are my friends. They're going through the biggest scrutiny of their life. I'm talking about full-on lawsuits that literally are trying to take them for everything that they got. Like full-on lawsuits. Some of these programs have wrecked some of my good friends who are on this program, who have sat down in the seat, who sat on the other side of that camera, who literally said, hey, Lambo, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. We're making this stuff happen. We're doing all of this stuff. They're right now, man, got lawsuits and trying to figure out if I'm going to go to jail, if I'm going to get sued, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's a fearful thing to even to remotely be a part of at this point. It's fearful, right? Those same friends who I knew who said, Lambo, we would never say anything about Ed because he was so convincing, so believable. He would stand toe-to-toe with anyone. I'm telling you, if you sent something to Ed, he sent it right back to you full time. He would chew you out and spit you out like a Georgia bulldog and have the blood dripping from his mouth. That's who he was, the individual who he was. He was there to stand on business on what he knew was right. His program was right. His investments was right. Everything he did was right. And everything everybody else did was wrong. This was Ed Zimbardi. Probably one of the best masterminds in this thing, to do this thing. I'm not lying to you. I'm not lying to you guys. Next minute, you know, this is June. Brings us down. We at the Chateau Elan in Atlanta. You guys got to go to that winery if you've never been down there to Atlanta for the Chateau Elan. Brings us down, wines and dines everybody. The whole time, I told you, we had the meeting with the people behind the food, behind the bar, whatever that was, telling us about him, and I don't trust them. They smelled it from a mile away. They ain't even in it. Next minute, you know, we leave from there stating us that, hey, we've got a new system. It's a new name. We've got new wallets. We've got a new exchange. We've got everything around here is new. Oh my God. You're going to want to be a part of this. Hey, they even going to have these things opening up. This is what it was saying. We're gonna have this part of this opening up. It's gonna be next level. You guys gonna want to be a part of this. People were all sitting in there. They were all waiting because Ed was waiting for his right time to make his move to depart left field. One thing though about that, there have been people still to this day, since August of last year, you guys can say it under the sound of my voice, they have yet to ever come back from that. Ever. Ever. Their finances, their marriage, their homes, their businesses, their personal lifestyle has been a wreck because they trusted this man with their life, saying that this thing will be here and it's going to consistently pay out. When Ed did that, it stuck a lot of people in the heart, stuck a lot of people in the mind, stuck a lot of people in the spirit, saying, I don't ever want to get into anything crypto ever again. That stuff is the biggest scam from born bread or bread being made, right? Or actually sugar being made at this point. It's the biggest scam. Do you understand this one thing? That Ed put a taste in someone's mouth so bitter, so bad, that when people were laying their head down at night, they were dreaming, envisioning a lifestyle they could have from passively earning money hands-free. Then all of a sudden, it was ripped right out of it. I mean, I would love the horror stories that people know about crypto program, the horror stories about AMSIS, the horror stories about Novatech, the list can go on. Lambo can continue to keep name dropping these programs back to back to back to back. What was the other one that it was a big cease and desist order on? And I mean, they went out and I mean, it was like the next thing modeling Novatech. Oh my gosh, I can't even think of the name of it. And one of the owners died of it, but they were making like 12% every single month. It was another program. Whatever the program was, man, that program, when that program went out, like literally it went out left field, it was done. People just was done. You know, we had the one with what was the guy? He got locked up in New York. They were making like 10.5% a week. It was my guy, E-Mini FX, if you guys know that, right? E-Mini FX. And the guy got 9 years, right? He got locked up. We've had friends from this show. Let's be real. Like I was getting ready to do the interview with Bitcoin Rodney, if you guys remember this. True story. The week I was doing the interview for Bitcoin Rodney, he was coming to the show. He turned around and he got locked up for Hyperverse. If you guys remember that. He went to jail and Sam is still gone. I mean, it was crazy what happened. Like when I seen these guys go down, like I seen some big guys like go down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? I got friends right now. They don't even make a YouTube. They just sit back, yo, Lambo, we gonna watch your show. We love what you bringing out. We love the content. We love you bringing out real stuff on here. They're like, Lambo, we can't even talk about it because literally they have legal papers on them. Legal papers were sent to their house. They got legal papers on them, full lawsuits on them. He says, so Lambo, we can't talk about it. They've been quiet on their channels. I understand that. I understand how that looks. I got other friends who literally, they've been involved with some amazing programs. I mean, shout out to my guy, Coach Rashid. Like, I love him because, like, he was real. Like, when stuff was going down, he's like, yo, this is going down. This is going down. This is going down. This is going down. Straight up, this is going down. And he would come to you. He's like, hey, you really want to get yourself into some real solid stuff that really is working, that really solves real problems, right? That really gets down to it, right? You can't be involved in all this Mickey Mouse stuff where people are saying, oh yeah, this stuff is working, and it's not working. I'm telling you what I know as God as my witness. May the life come out of my body right now. I got friends and real good friends who never recovered from AMSIS ever going down. When AMSIS went down and a couple more other things happened within this crypto world, they never recovered. My objective, I'm telling you what I know, my objective is to show you guys, you don't want to leverage on that side, right? You want to put a small minimum. If something was to happen and that program goes out, you're still stable. It hasn't wrecked your house. It hasn't flatlined you to the point where you no longer can even make conscious decisions about business, about your job, about your families, about everything else before you. That's not what this lifestyle is about. This lifestyle is to really help people. I'm saying this because I know how this goes. When you are leveraging to any investment, period, it should be bare minimum, no more than at least 20% of what you making. 10 to 20%, 5, 10, 20%. I call it your root beer money. You need to put your root beer money in it. Because if your root beer money is in there, you're not worrying about what happens. Your root beer money is in there like, oh, I just lost my root beer for the month, or I lost my root beer for 2-3 months. It's when you flip, and I did this on my guy, Big Anthony DeLoach's channel. You guys can go ahead and say it when we actually, we talked about this a few months ago on his channel, and I sit down and I did a live, right? When you sit down there and you over leverage, and then you have people, especially, God, I really pray and I hope for our people who are naive to crypto. And some of their first investments is an investment that doesn't make it out the gate a few months. And then all of a sudden they stop payment, but they didn't over leverage and they can never go ahead and recover. My heart goes out to people like that. Not even, listen, it's not older. This is just people who have never really done anything with crypto. Never really done anything inside of that lane. And then when it got inside of that lane, there was just like, oh my gosh, Lambo, this lane is not for me. This lane is a scam. This lane is this. Because all they've been ever seeing is running into stuff that literally never ran its course. And then it runs a couple of months, you get a couple of payments, you feel good about yourself, and then boom, it exits stage left. And then people are stuck there holding a bag like, Lambo, did you see this? Well, Lambo, how couldn't you didn't warn me about it? Like, Lambo, like, I trust what you say out of your mouth, so I'm going to listen to you. Again, it should be your root beer money if you're ever going to invest in any investment like this, period. I got people who don't ever in their life or ever in their days till they take their last breath ever want to see anything with anything crypto. I know the side of crypto that is real. There is no reason why they've got trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that are inside of crypto, and people like Vanguard, other companies like BlackRock, Chase, and all these other big banking companies now are now sticking their hands into the ETF side of it. Come on now. Trillions of dollars in it. There's still a lot of other good projects that are still rolling and paying out and doing everything. They're really like solid projects. They really serve a cause. But they're so small and so few in between. I'm being straight up real with you. ETFs, yeah, I mean, that's an actual stock. You can see it. It's on the exchange, right? Then when some people, you get bamboozled. You literally get side talked. Then all of a sudden you start seeing what could possibly be, man, this, I like this. This is hands-free. I could make this money, just throw my hard-earned dollars into this, and then it just makes money on this side. And, well, I can't exchange it. Oh, don't worry about that. We'll help you exchange it. We'll put the money back into your account. We'll do everything that you want to be done. Just go ahead and trust us. Ah, the wink and the gun. That's what they give you. And then all of a sudden, you get lulled to sleep and you find yourself into a position where literally you're finding yourself saying, how do I get out of this mess? How do I get back the funds? How do I get back my retirement? How do I get back the 401k? How do I get back the investment money? How do I get back the money because I'm in a jam? And I was looking that this was going to be the end all to the end all. I'm Lambo just being real with y'all. Lambo just being real with y'all. Just really being real. Just letting you guys know that there is sides to crypto that are amazing. They're doing some amazing things. Like, don't give up on it. Like, it's really, there's trillions of dollars. The banks would not even be bothering with crypto if there had not been a lot of value in it. But I want you guys to beware of the stuff and seeing the giants that lull you to sleep. Let you put your guard down. I'm not lying to you. Let you put your guard down. And then all of a sudden, once you put your guard down, you go in so heavy, top heavy, to where you literally can never recover. That's the only thing. I've got some great friends. They made some of the, they literally had all intentions of their entire crypto platforms doing great. Like really, like they really had great intentions. There was no scam involved with them at all. And literally they trusted maybe a bad trader or a trader who got too greedy and over leveraged. Maybe they trusted a bad team and the team just didn't perform like they said that they were going to perform. And they were really trying to help the communities. And the communities got wrecked. And they were just like, man, I don't know how to recover. And they couldn't even really speak about it because it bothered them so much. I understand how that is. I mean, these are some brothers for life that they had no ill will intentions toward the people, but to really help the people. And it really wrecked up their life that it even severed other relationships that they can't even speak or can't even talk to because they're like, man, what do I go say? What do I go do? Don't worry about it. Sometimes you gotta move forward. You gotta say, I gotta pick up the pieces. I gotta continue to keep moving forward. There is so much more out here that people can still learn from, people can still achieve from, that crypto can still definitely change your life. But you gotta be plugged in and with the right communities and with the right connections. Will you always get it right? No, you're not gonna be 100% and get it all right. But when you do find something, you make sure that you give the laws or you give out the exact guidelines of how people should invest, how much people should invest, right? Most people know and everything, man, if you invest a little bit of crypto, most people are like, man, what you doing with that little bit of crypto in there? You know, you want to make more. So you know, they take a little bit more risk and put a little bit more in, right? But there's other things that are out there that really are solid things. Not just because you say it's solid, that it's solid. Oh, well, I'm saying it's solid because I'm the voice here, and if you want to say it, I'm the big bad wolf. You come to me. No, that doesn't make it solid. What makes it solid is, does it have the withstands to last? Can we be transparent with it? Can we sit back and be here, man, hey, can I go check it on the blockchain? Let's go check it on the blockchain. Now I check it on the blockchain. Hey, man, can we draw dividends from it? Can I scale from this? Can I scale from that? Like, what can I do? I'm giving y'all game because I really want to see a lot of y'all win out here. And I don't want to see a lot of y'all, and I hate to say it, some people are coming into some of their first losses on the crypto side that they're ever going to see in their life with some of the stuff that's coming out here and that will be unfolding in months to come later down the line. I've seen what we call is the Dear John letter. You know what the Dear John letter is? The Dear John letter is that, hey, we had a nice romantic time while we were here. We were really rocking and rolling. We were really cooking. Then all of a sudden, man, things happened to where it's time now for me to leave and exit stage left. When that Dear John letter comes out, that's what I said. You know, the Dear John letter is, hey, dear investors, blah, 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 here we go. When the Dear John letter's out, sometimes those Dear John letters are not meant intentionally, right? They didn't do it out of ill, spill will, or whatever. Some other things happened down the line that really turned around and affected this thing not to go the right way. Some of these amazing leaders who are literally on the front line or some really great, amazing friends or people, man, who I know that literally, man, meant all right, but literally on the back end, the stuff went all wrong because the other people had other intentions, right? We was in a program, true story, called Investable AI. There were so many people made so much money between Investable AI. I'm not gonna lie to you. They made money, serious money, right? Lambo gonna call it like how it is, regardless. Serious money. There were people still trying to figure out why in the world am I putting all this money in? I'm getting all these great returns out. Then all of a sudden, after the 3-month affair, you exit stage left. Investable AI, this is true story, was the June event happened at the end of June, June 25th, June 26th, all the way June 24th to 26th, I guess, in Atlanta for the crypto, for the AMSIS. July capping really was really popping, right? With Investable AI. So you had a little bit of June, but it was July, really picked up. August really picked up. September, it was exiting stage left by September the 18th. It was a 3-month romance affair. Investable AI, true story. When Investable AI went down, people were sitting in there saying to themselves, well, man, I thought, ain't we going to get our capital back and we're going to get our principal back? Or, I mean, what are we going to do? Like, what is there next to do? Everybody who's been into these, I call them these love flings, already knew you're getting ready to get this Dear John letter. So we just position yourself when the Dear John letter does come to be able to handle the blow because it's going to come. It's going to come regardless of how you like it or not, it's going to come. But people made a lot of money within that time frame. And all it was just swapping money, right? Some of y'all need to learn to swap the money in the real things, real businesses, like JJC Unlimited, like real businesses. They can actually produce a solid 10% every month, guaranteed, hands-free, with a real business behind it, right? Real business behind it. We even got other things that are actually out there, like that are doing like 3D machines and stuff like that, man, that are really solving a crisis, solving a problem. There's other people, man, who got real hedge funds with the books, the notes. You get all of your charts. You get everything. They're investigated by the IRS. You can actually come sit in there when the IRS is doing the audit if you need to. That's just how real they are. They're transparent. There's actually a way that you can actually log in to see if that real hedge fund has been actually paying their accounts with the IRS. And you can get that and actually match it up. You can call the number. It's actually the same number that's on the books. They can't go on ahead and finagle it. It's not in the system. They're not just keeping a personal whatever or something that's on the screen that's just like a website. They're not just doing that. It's not just what they call the screen money. So what people do is they get in love and get infatuated with the screen money. The numbers say on the screen, oh my gosh. That's what we used to call paper millionaires. On paper, I was a millionaire. That was back in the stock day and everything. And back in the day when you had real estate and all that. On paper, you was a millionaire. But what did you have in the bank account? I tell people you never celebrate your W's till you see the money hit the bank account. I've been saying in business for years. Never celebrate anything, any type of money until it hits your bank account. Because the money is not yours. Money's not yours until it hits your bank account. And if it doesn't hit your bank account, guess what? It's time for you to go on ahead and get ready for that Dear John letter. And say to yourself, you know what, Lambo? You're right. I need to pivot. I need to shift into something else. because I cannot take another heartbreak. I lie not to you. I feel for so many people out there who wanted Lambo. You guys wanted Lambo. Talk about some things or whatever. This is my stance of me talking about it. Never over leverage yourself. Number one rule into any investment, just because of what they told you. Never over leveraging any investment. I don't care what investment that is. If it's over leveraged to take you out, and you can't, if you're really looking for that next payment to make your lifestyle, to pay your bills, like I really need that payment to pay my bills. What happens if the person dies? What happens if the thing goes belly up? What happens if you literally, man, have something wrong with your wallet gets confiscated? Like, never over leverage. 80, 20%. 20%, okay, cool. I'm paying with my 20% or 5% or 10% or 15%. My other 80% takes care of all of my bills, allows me to keep growing wealth, allows me to keep traveling. I don't miss a beat. What happens is that you start looking at that paper and you start hearing what the numbers are, and you start saying to yourself, I think I can put a little more money in here. I think I can over leverage in here. Well, he said it. It's got to be true. She said it. She said it out of her mouth. It has to be true. And all alone, it's just lulling you to sleep to go ahead and pull the rug. Can I say this to you right now? I've watched more people who call other people thieves. You're a thief. You liar. You stealer. You're everything. They're pointing the finger. Meanwhile, they got these fingers pointing right back at them. Deflection. It's them. There was a gentleman in the news. You guys can look this up. I think he was in Phoenix, Arizona. The gentleman was deaf. He was literally had left the store where the other gentleman, who was actually acting irrational and acting crazy and going all over the place. They called the police on that guy, right? That guy jumps outside of the store. True story. Literally points across the street and tells them, "Oh, it's that guy over there. It's not me. It's that guy over there." The police stop what they're doing. Now, they say, "Well, hey," they say it was you. He said, "No, it wasn't me. It's that guy." They said, "Well, they described it being you." "No, it's not me. It's that guy." The police turned from that guy who literally was causing all the commotion, rolling around on the ground and everything else and cutting up, drive across the street to a gentleman who's just walking, minding his own business, runs up on him, pulls in front of him, jumps out the car, literally, and starts beating the guy down into the ground. The guy, he's a deaf guy. He's deaf. He doesn't know what's going on. All he sees is a vehicle pull up, and literally it's cops, and he's shocked, like, "Hey, what's going on? What are you guys are doing?" Like, he didn't do anything. And gets beat and tased to the point to where he literally, man, suffered severe damage and went to the police station. The police station, true story, y'all, look it up. It's in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. The police station, because the gentleman was a white guy, pointed across the street. "Oh, it's the black guy that's doing it." Police automatically say, "Gotta be the black guy." The gentleman is deaf, goes and starts beating up on the guy, and then takes him to court. The judge says, "Yep, he's got to be the guilty party." I mean, this is how bad it gets. After he took the beating, the judge literally says he has to be the guilty party. It's got to be him. And then turns around and everything, man, and then tries to put a charge on the gentleman for resisting arrest and everything else. And the gentleman was just minding his own business. This is true story. This is real stuff that happens out here. And I'm sitting there and I said to myself, that's how a lot of people do when they getting ready to see and don't really get ready to take the heat for what's getting ready to come at it. It's got to be them. It must be him. It's them over there. It's not us. And I literally, man, my heart feels so bad for so many people who are getting ready to get the Dear John and who are getting ready to see themselves like, what do I do now? Where do I pivot? How do I move? Lambo, do I need to come see you and your team so you guys can go ahead and get me right with the credit, get me right with the funding, get me right so I can actually reinvest into something that's really secure, really solid? There's so much stuff out here. We got so many partners who are doing amazing business right here in this group, right here in these chats. That literally a connection of a phone, you will see them doing real business with real receipts, with real taxes that really will allow you to grow your wealth and grow your wealth over time. That's all Lambo really wants to say. I mean, I really got, you guys, I wasn't even supposed to be speaking about that, but that's what I was on my heart to speak about it, because there's going to be so many people affected from even so many other things to come. Listen, I'm not lying to you. When October comes, I say it every single year. I'm not lying. Those who've been around me and know me for years, they say, Lambo, he ain't lying. I call October the hunt for Red October, because that's when you start seeing things start deviating to the left. I've seen a lot out here. I've been out here with too many. I'm talking about, when I'm saying hundreds. I've actually had when the actual owner of the actual company, right, or the platform or whatever, literally, man, I mean, they're watching Lambo. They're watching me. They're like, Lambo, yeah, we're watching. And when I seen them start snake moving and moving like a snake, I called them right out on the broadcast. And they say, Lambo, why would you do? Boom. Everything was shut down within that company within a couple of days to a week. It was done. Then everybody else started making videos. It's like, Lambo, yo, we watch you. Yeah, because I'm going to stand up for what's right. Stand up for when I see the writing on the wall. Like, okay. If not, I tell everybody, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. That's all I'm going to say. Prove me wrong. Did Ed Zimbardi prove us wrong out here? He proved so many people who trusted him, put their faith in him, who cried. I mean, he gave prizes to the people then and had people on stage crying. He was actually out there going to baseball games with him, going to cruises with him. He was so involved with the people. I mean, Ed was just a mastermind. You guys may not want to hear this, but Lambo gonna talk about it tonight. Ed Zimbardi, he was a mastermind. He was phenomenal. He was brilliant. He put on the biggest performance. He believed in his brand. He believed that was the only thing that was out there. There's nothing else going to be able to touch it. Where are we at a year and a half later, you guys? It stopped paying out in August 18th last year. They had a single payment since then. And since then, we've had people who lost their lives. We've had people who have went bankrupt. We have people who literally, man, have lost their businesses. I had people who lost best friends over this thing because they turned around and trusted a con man who literally turned around and took the money and ran and said, I can care less. I care less about your feelings. I can care less about my feelings because I only care about this money because I'm going to get this money one way or another. And then he blamed from the people he said he trusted. From the people he said, oh, not only are I trusted, we got so much reserves. When I heard that, I said, Ed Zimbardi, you, what? Y'all got so much reserves. Y'all can pay out people for so long and all of this stuff. Listen to me. When the attack started, the end of the event in June, July compound, overpayment, August, they got the Dear John letter, never seen another payment again. Some people and everything invested 6 figures plus, never ever seen a payment out. My job is to continuously to be the voice when I get it. There are so many other leaders who They had to deviate into working jobs and working a business and working some other things and doing some other things to make it happen. They said, man, but we don't have the right to talk about that even on our broadcast anymore. Like we just don't, because we gotta go work, we gotta go do life. This program wrecked our lives. It wrecked our families. It wrecked our finances. So we can't talk about it. But Lambo, yo, keep doing what you're doing. We see what you're doing with business, but we know how you really, really are. Again, killers recognize killers. That's what it is. Donald Trump said in the movie, you never see The Apprentice, go see that movie. It's out in the theaters right now. He said there's two things in life. There's either killers or losers. And I'm telling you, when he said that to his wife looked at him, killers or losers? What the heck is he talking about? And he said it. He looked at him, stone cold. And she said, so what, are you a killer? He said, I am a killer, because killers are winners. I'm going to say this to you right now. When you really out here and you winning, you have the mindset to win, you got to make sure that you win right within the lines. Sometimes, man, it's not going to go all the way that you expect it to go. And this is Lambo giving a plea, a call out. You know who you are. And ain't no point just thrown on here. That when you actually see the tank in the water actually flooding up in the ship, it's time for you to say, you know what? I see the writing on the wall. And just to say, you know what? I was a part of this, didn't mean to be a part of this, or I was promised this, didn't happen to this didn't happen, that didn't happen. But now I got to take accountability and come to the forefront. I can't sit up here, man, and be going back and forth at everybody. I really got to go ahead, man, and give my heart to what my heart really is out here. And let people know that I didn't mean it. This is what happened. This is what was told. This is a different story. They changed the rules. They changed the goalposts. You can't keep changing the goalposts in a football game. Imagine the goalpost is here when we start, right? We're here. Then the goalpost, now we're going to change it over here. Now you're kicking from over here. You're like, well, hold on. I practiced the goalpost to be dead down the center. Now the goalpost is to the right. Now the goalpost is to the left. Can't change the goalposts. And when you see the goalposts being changed because somebody else is doing it, it's time for you to say, you know what? Maybe this was not it. And I get it. There's some people, man, who are out there, you're going to be saying to me, like, Lambo, well, that person doesn't want to go ahead and cause panic, cause fear, because they know what's probably getting ready to happen, or possibility getting ready to happen. I pray it doesn't happen that way. Lambo, really pray to God it doesn't happen that way, because it will really hurt a lot of people. It would really wreck a lot of people to see the goalpost has been changed, and then all of a sudden, boom, we're not getting this, we're not getting this. I was believing that I'm going to get this for my holiday. The holidays are coming. Let me say this to y'all right now. The holidays are coming. People really don't feel the blunt of a lot of these programs until when the holidays hit. And the things that they were wishing to do with their families, they no longer can do with their families. The gifts that they were wishing to get for their families, they no longer can get for their families. The vacations they were willing to do. And hey, I wanted to fly this one in, and I wanted to spend some time with this family of mine, just spend some time with this friend of mine. But I can't do it because now what I thought that I was getting ready to get a little monthly income on, just a little bit more, to have a little bit more freedom, is no longer there for me. My heart really goes out. It really, really goes out to everybody, man, who's affected and who has ever been affected by platforms like that. AMSUS really took a toll on a lot of people. I'm not going to lie to you. And I'm pretty sure there was so many other programs that took a toll on a lot of other people. Serious. But my cry to you tonight is, if that literally has been your story, and that has been where you have experienced the bulk of your experience in this crypto game, I really, 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 really honestly want you to say, you know what, maybe I did over leverage. Maybe I did believe too much of the hype. Maybe I did believe too much of what was said to me. And it literally went on ahead and it wrecked me to the point to where I can't come back, right? I pray that that's nobody's story. in this game from this day on. Like, I pray that things change and it's amazing things. And man, people are able to go ahead on the mountaintops and say this and say that. But when that Dear John letter comes out, oh boy, it's heartbreaking to everybody who put everything that they had in to these programs, to these platforms, to these amazing leaders who probably unawarely don't know what is getting ready to happen. It literally, man, wrecks the lives of so many people. I said today, this is the God honest truth. I said today, Lambo not gonna come on this show and talk about that. I know y'all want me to talk about that. I mean, so many. I mean, I literally had people like, Lambo, please talk about it. I mean, I'm not gonna talk about it. Not even gonna put that name. Not even gonna. I'm gonna talk about the experience, right, of this. But then I said, I'm gonna just give it 5 minutes. But then some people needed to hear what's on my heart, because I know there are some people who are gonna be watching and be like, Lambo, man, I needed to hear that. I needed you to tell me like the truth. I needed for you to tell me that, because maybe you will soften the blow. So when another couple of weeks, another month, another 2 months, another 3 months gets here, another 5 months gets here, and I'm looking back and I see that you said what you said on your show, I can respect you for that. Because when you said it on your show, I literally looked at it and I said to myself, you know what? Wasn't all bad. I'm able to still stand it. What is my next move to pivot? What is my next move to move forward? I know there has to be something out there that's really real. Last night, this is a true story. The gentleman who was supposed to be coming on today, my hand to God, the gentleman who was supposed to be coming on today, he can tell you this right now. Last night, literally, they did a Zoom call. Last night. Zoom call was last night. And he wanted to talk about an amazing platform that was really going to come and to help out and everything else. There was so much stuff that had went down on that Zoom. They literally said, yo, we Xing everything. We're not getting ready to talk about this. Hey, you guys need your capital back. You guys need this back. We got to go ahead and push this out months later down the line. Like literally. Because we do not want to go ahead and have this on record of us actually coming in here and then all of this stuff went left field and everybody got wrecked who were so excited to begin this program. This has just happened last night. Last night. The gentleman was supposed to be on today. Like, we're supposed to be promotions from yesterday evening, yesterday night, going into today. The gentleman was supposed to be on here today. Great friend of mine. And says, Lambo, you know, we gotta redo it because now we have to sketch this out. I respected that. Because the reason why I respected that, because you know what? There was nothing in that actually said that someone's gonna miss a meal this month or miss their bills this month or miss the extra capital this month because things went left field with inside of this program. I respected that to the greatest. I said, bro, look, dude, me sitting up in here, man, and putting you out here and you getting seen in front of all these people and then talking about this, and then all of a sudden the project had went left because things wasn't tight. I don't care if y'all gotta wait another 6 months to a year. Go get it tight. Go get everything that you need. Go get all your credentials and all of your certificates and everything you guys need to come back. And then once the people feel ready, they'll be right there. But there's people and everything says after that, oh, whoa, hold on. They seen the Zoom, just take my capital back, kept going. Just give me my capital. That's all I want. Hey, let's go. You guys figure that thing out on your own. That was the biggest respect that I had. That's the biggest respect that I had. I'm telling you this right now. I literally remember, this is true story. I literally remember there was programs that were out, right? And, you know, people were like, man, yo, we're asking for our payment. We're asking for our payment. We're asking for our payment. And what they were doing, they were paying certain leaders. They were paying certain people, but not everybody was getting paid. And then when people say, well, man, I'm the one of them that I'm not getting paid. They said, well, yeah, but we're paying people. We're paying the leaders, or we're paying and everything, man, certain other people because they got influence. But then the other person, everything, man, who's looking for milk for their child, groceries, bill money, the old lady who was sitting in there saying, man, that little extra literally helped me save up every single month. That way I can turn around and I can use this to, put this aside for my grandkids, or put this aside for a trip that I always wanted to do, or that one red dress that I always wanted to wear. I always wanted to really bless these people and give to charity and do this. That one little old lady or old guy who's saying to themselves, like, man, I really wanted to just make a difference in somebody else's life, pay for somebody else's college, called paying it forward. I'm not going to be able to go ahead and afford that now, because this thing that I trusted, that I would be receiving these monthly payments, is no longer here. You know how that sounds? You know how that feels? You know that feeling of emptiness of what that person feels? You know that feeling of bitterness, feeling like, man, feel like I failed, feel like I've done something. You know what that feels like to them? It feels like, in everything, man, death. There's some people, man, I'm trying to tell you this right now. They're going to go to sleep. They're going to sleep great at night. They're not going to have a care in the world about these people who are never getting payouts, or never going to get their payments, or going to look for things to happen. And they're just going to go to sleep and feel fine. Everything's going to be great. Everything is great in their world. Well, all of a sudden, all the people, the innocent people, who turned around and said, I decided to take a chance. I over leveraged. Yes, I did, but I wanted to recoup as fast back as I could so I can put the money back, so I can at least live up off of, all the interest that I made. And they never get to that point. They never get to that point where they see them actually making the interest and making the payments and then collecting all that extra money so that they can do something special for somebody else or do something special for themselves. Listen, Lambo just really wants each and every single one of y'all to really, 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 man, take this heartfelt tonight. I know a lot of people, man, y'all been waiting for me to talk about this. Oh, well, Lambo, since this dropped, are you going to say, no, I'm not going to say anything. This is what I'm going to say. This is my direction. This is what I'm going to do. This is how we're going to say this. This is because, again, my job is the accountability of making sure the rest of you are saying to yourselves, you know what? Maybe I did get in that a little bit too heavy, but guess what? I'm going to be better next time. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to respond better. I'm going to pivot better. I'm going to do something else different that maybe I didn't do this time. Because you're right, that was me you were talking to. And I needed to hear that. I'm going to just say something to you guys. I was going to play a video tonight. I don't think I can play that video after going this direction that I went for almost an hour and a half. I'm going to get in the chats in a little bit and talk with you guys. But someone needed to hear this, because I know you guys, after last night and this morning, people were hitting my DM up, Lambo, yo, what's going on? What are you going to say? What are you going to do? No, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to discuss that. But I wanted to give y'all real life situations, real life stuff that has happened, real life things that I've seen from experience being out here, from experience, from seeing it all, seeing all the characteristics, seeing everything, seeing it all play out, and then sitting up in here, man, and making sure that you guys get to your next level, because you guys are able to pivot even after the storm. All right? I hope that bless you guys, man. I really hope, because there's a lot of people right now, man, I mean, they're feeling like, Lambo, man, I needed to hear that, because nobody's out here speaking about this in the crypto game, in the crypto world, into this finance world that I'm in and everything else. Like, I needed to hear what you said, because really, how do I respond? How do I rebound? You will have the chance. We're going to continue to keep bringing you all of the information, all of the tools, all of the necessary steps that allow you to take you to get to the next level and allow you to take to rebound and recover and get yourself back in the game so that you can start living the life that you truly need to live. All right? I'm going to go ahead and get through these comments, man. Though, shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with Lambo, man. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to revisit, probably rename this Speak Over Yourself to just Realness with Lambo and stuff like that, right? And just show some love, man, and just giving y'all some real game out here. If you guys needed to hear this message, Please go back and replay this, everything out, man. And I'm trying to tell you all this right now. It will help so many people out, especially in the times to come with so many other things that will be unfolded, right? We hopefully the best. We're praying for the best, right? And that's what we're here to do, to make sure that you guys get what you guys need. LA Law, shout out to you, man. LA Law, I really appreciate you. LA Law, thank you. Happy Thursday, everyone. Really, 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 man, this is always a great thing. I thank you for last night, for definitely being on the show with my guy, Don the Credit Guard, and Julian Jeremiah, and really doing some amazing things for what they're doing. Again, that's another trusted company that I trust that is definitely doing some amazing things. They've even been on my guy, Bandman Kevo's show. You guys haven't seen that on YouTube, look for JJC Automations, Automation to the Nations, or Nations to Wealth, or something like that. Automation to Wealth, which is really amazing, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Y'all definitely want to be partnered with that amazing team. My cousin Errol is in the building, man. Shout out to you, man. What's up, Leverage Show family? Really appreciate you. Thank you for all that you have done and all that you're doing. Continue to keep doing what you're doing, because that's what we're here for. I appreciate my cousin, man, for everything that he stands for out here. You know we're going to always show love. He's showing love to LA Law. LA Law showing love right back to him. My guy, Kennard Handy, says, do what you do, Lambo. Man, I am here, man. Ken, I really want to say I thank you, man. I really do. I really do, because Ken and everything, man, just being real with you, he was one of the main ones that says, Lambo, I can't do anything at the start of the year with crypto. I can't do anything no more with crypto. He says, I've seen some of the best out here that literally sucked me right on in. And literally, man, I can't touch crypto anymore like that. I can't. I got to really focus on my business, focus on solid solutions, focus on the real things that is helping real people. And I respect you for that, Ken Haney, man. I really do, brother. That really, 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 really blessed my life to even hear you say that, man. And definitely, man, I thank you for that. That's for being a real one, man. You get that Ken for the bell, man. LA Law showing love to Ken, man. Ken showing love to my wonderful wifey. My cousin Errol showing love to Big Ken. Congratulations for that top spot, LA Law. You already know what time it is. Loving to make sure you guys get that. Errol is in the building. Yes, he is, man. Shout out and everything, man, to my wonderful cuz, man. LA Law, man, showing love to Kennard, man. You already know. Hello, family. Happy Thursday, man. My wonderful wife is in the building. Shout out to the queen, man, for everything that she says and she does right here in the building. You know what time it is, man. We always get down, baby. Money's in the building, showing love. Shout out to your Money. I see you in the building. My guy, Big Ant Deloach, is in the building. What's up, Leverage Show family? Make sure you guys go like and subscribe to my guy, Anthony Deloach's channel. He's really killing some things. I'm telling y'all this right now. He's killing some things. You guys want to go ahead and be a part of that. Shout out to Ant, just being a voice, man, and being a leader out here still in this arena. When you're a leader out here in this arena, watch what happens. Watch how you're able to pivot. Watch how you're able to move. Watch how you're able to help others move. And I really salute you for that. Y'all go like and subscribe to his channel. I'm telling you, he's really doing his thing. Mrs. Johnson, good to see you. Shout out to LA Law, showing love. Hi, Money. Hi, Anthony. Good to see you, man. Money's in the building, showing love to LA Law. My little bro is in the building, man. Lambo Drew, the truth, man, the GOAT, man. I really appreciate you, man. I can only be one way, man. And shout out to you guys, man, for doing that and saying that. I love you guys for that, man. I'm not even going to lie to you. You guys seen that I actually posted my little bro live results, almost at an 800 credit score. Yo, trusting the team for 2 years. Now he's getting ready to go get some funding, some serious funding with a bag, but he's getting ready to go get his house that he wanted. Man, it's a beautiful feeling and everything, man, to actually see your family winning like that, but winning on a big scale and then showing love to everybody. Like, yo, make sure and everything, man, you go ahead and you give love, man, back to Lambo for everything he's doing, because it's real story. It's real stuff that he's actually talking about. We're really helping people out, man, solve real problems, especially fixing that credit, man. You already know what time it is. Appreciate you, little bro. Thank you for sharing all the love and everything that you do. Fro is in the building, man, talking to us, man. Thank you, Fro, man. Thank you for being in the building. Coach Rashid says, weed in crypto. Yes, that's what it was. it was on Weed and Crypto that they were actually offering people there to go ahead and kind of sway votes and win votes over and everything else. And I've seen it. I'm just like, oh boy, it's crazy how people will pull out all pointers. But Coach, you already know, man. If you guys are not subscribed to Coach, I can't wait to have him back on the show because I know he's been doing some other things, man, with his current job, right? And big project. But I can't wait to have him back on the show, some one-on-one, real time, just to talk with the community and everything, man, and talk to the people. People know the consistency of the Leverage Show. We're gonna be here every single week. You know, most of the times it's 2 days out the week, Tuesday and Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. But most of the time, you know, it's gonna be one day. It's Tuesday night, man. If we're traveling or whatever, but we always try to make that consistency for you guys to continuously to have something every single week where you guys can look forward to for answers, for questions, for solutions, for networking, for encouragement, empowerment, upliftment. Like that's what the Leverage Show is about. So shout out and everything, man, the coach and everything, man. Rashid for definitely tapping in, man. LA Law, man, showing love to Fro, man. LA Law says, yes, wow, that's awesome, man. You already know it, man. We couldn't find PBE. Yes, I couldn't find it. I don't know what happened to it or nothing like that, but we gotta find it out. The PBT interview had to be rescheduled. Oh, shout out to you and everything for that. Because I say that was weird. Like he always and everything, man, talks about it. About like he launches so much stuff. My guy Rod, like he's an amazing guy. Make sure you guys definitely go to like and subscribe to that channel as well. So he usually talks about the show and anything else and everything, man, that's going to be coming up. And I didn't see that he had posted anything. And definitely, man, shout out to my guy Rod. Man, I already know how his schedule gets, man. He be on the move, man. He be rolling, man. Kid says money is in the building. Yes, she is, man. Shout out to Fro is in the building. Yes. Shout out to Anthony Deloach is in the building. You already know. You know who I haven't seen in a long time on here? Now that I'm sitting here looking at it, I mean, Lambo just talked about it. Where's Cutie Potato for Life at? I got to find Cutie Potato for Life. Wherever you at, you got to come out here. Blue Sky, you know, we always going to be looking for you too. But Cutie Potato for Life, where are you at? We gotta find you out. We gotta make sure you're definitely still attached and everything, man, to us, man, because or if you watch it on the low, just comment in the channels. Because definitely, man, we got some amazing people. And I just looked at that, man, when I seen Kim shouting out everybody, man. That's a beautiful thing. David Cashflow, man, that's my guy. Again, I'm gonna make sure and David Cashflow, he will be. There is something that's going to be huge that's actually he's a part of right now. That's really has already really been helping out. But they're going to be coming. He's going to be coming out, probably doing the show with them as well. So shout out to my other guy, man, Ishak, man. He's really got something, man, that's nice. Really like that project a lot. No, none of this other stuff, man, that's going on. He's got something that I think that will definitely go ahead and go the distance. You know, again, Lambo and everything, man, I'm not going to vouch for anything, man, till we actually see it. But my guy, David Cashflow, shout out to him, man, for him standing on business, but actually standing up and just hitting Lambo up. Like, yo, Lambo, that is inaccurate. Could you address that on your show? Because Trade Tribe is paying, and we actually lost with the percentage of what we actually were paying on, was saying we're paying, but Trade Tribe is paying. Now we can't talk about the other one that wasn't paying. That was, but hey, Trade Tribe is paying. So make sure you address that. I said, man, look, I got y'all, brother. You know, you ain't got to worry about it. J-Dog is in the building, man. You already know what time it is, man. Happy Leverage team, man. Thank you for you definitely doing your thing. J50, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Team Crafton has been working so hard that they are just killing the game right now. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. Y'all jump in the school community for them. Please jump in the school community, SKOOL, and go type in, I guess, JJC Automation, and go join their channel. Y'all go join their channel. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now, man. It's going to help change a lot of you guys' lives to be connected with them. I know they're going to have some amazing things when they start growing that even more. but continuously to keep moving forward. And that's what we really want to see for their life, to have them move forward and continuously, man, to making leaps and strides out here. Thank you, J50, man, and J-Dog. Keep doing what you guys are doing, man. I already know what y'all are doing out there. I mean, they got some stuff coming in the mail anyway. So we're going to see. We're going to see what they do. I mean, they killed it yesterday. That done, the credit guard with JJC, I ain't got no more words for that, man, after that. Shout out to them, man, because they killed it yesterday, man. If you guys are on it, you guys know what I'm talking about. Julie Jeremiah, brother, man. My head goes to y'all, man. They did their thing. Shout out to Jeremiah. Yes, please shout out to Jeremiah. Ken, hope you've been doing great, man. Jeremiah, I already know. He been getting work like a Hebrew slave, man. You ain't got to say no more. Ken, hope you're doing great. I know he is, man. Doing well, JC. Thank you, man. Preach, Lambo. Tell it, man. You know, I'm going to tell it, man. But definitely going to tell it with love, tell it with strength, tell it with kindness, man, for y'all. But also tell it with wisdom, because I really, really, really desire to see you guys win. You guys can definitely go on ahead, man, and play this back so you guys can win, all right? I'm late, but I can't miss this, man. Hello, Leverage Show family. Thank you, J50. J50. Because I told you there was team crafting yesterday with Don the credit guard. Of course, you know Julie going to do her thing. You've ever been on a Zoom or been on a call or been on anything, Julie's going to do her thing. And Jeremiah's just like waiting. Yeah, let me know. Just let me in. Tag me in, because I got you. And literally, man, they tagged him in, and it's over with after that, man. I mean, it's like, you know, Randy to the 5th degree. You know, it's really, if you guys know that, it's Randy to the 5th degree. It's really amazing time, man. That's all I'm going to say. It's Randy to the 5th degree. Team crafted. Randy to the 5th degree. Oh, boy, that's a good one. LA showing love, man, to LA Law, man. You already know, man. You missed my surprise birthday party for that con man in Atlanta. Yes, y'all heard me talk about that con man in Atlanta. I did. I remember. I literally, they had me going down there. I missed your surprise birthday party for his. And, you know, it just, you kind of look back over things and you're just like, man, you know, some things that you really missed, that you really wish you could have went to, because we was definitely had everything booked to go to. My guy, Kedon Haney, had a surprise birthday party. It was amazing. And literally, we had the commitments to go down there because we had people down there, teams down there, everything down there and stuff like that. So, okay, cool. I got to be down there because we got other people down there. We got teams and stuff like that. So I had to make a tough decision, stuff like that. And we did. We made it, right? I line that to you. When you seen that guy, Edson Barty, in action, woo, yeah. Where's he at now? I tell that to everybody. Where's he at now? Where is he at right now? He got into so many Ponzi's right after that. If you guys remember, when AMSIS went down, he got into, I mean, Ponzi's after Ponzi after Ponzi after Ponzi. It was crazy when he went down. You guys, Lambo ain't gonna pull no points on anybody. And I was the first one to call it out when it happened. And people was like, Lambo, I'm not saying nothing. I can't do nothing. You don't have to. Lambo gonna take care of this. we gonna be all right. We getting ready to take care of this. You know, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We getting ready to take care of this. So just sit right there and chill, because we gonna make sure that this thing is done, right? And when I called it out, I told a story about when I seen the receipts. Because see, remember, I told you everything is tracked on the crypto platform, right? When I seen the story of the transaction of, I think it was $2 million, I put it in the Lambo Lounge too, right? Lambo Lounge is full of leaders. I got two sides. So if you're not on my Telegram in the Lambo Lounge, on the opposite side is just for, you know, you can't even chat or anything like that. I just post stuff in there. But for the other ones, we can have open dialogue. We may need to have some open dialogue about some of this other stuff, like really real. Like the Lambo Lounge gonna get back to doing what the Lambeau Lounge do best. We're going to have some real good open dialogue about some things. And if some leaders need to air out some stuff, you air it out in the Lambeau Lounge, and then you go back to your communities. You know how to pivot, because now you can sit back up in here, man. You got trust within that Lambeau Lounge, right? Or you can DM somebody in the Lambeau Lounge like, yo, I need to talk with you one-on-one. Let's talk about this. Let's keep going, right? Because accountability is so huge out here. And we don't have nobody holding nobody accountable for any actions, right? Oh, well, you can't tell me nothing. No. Let's be held accountable for this, because that's what leadership looks like. Like you have to push leadership. You understand of how leadership should look like. Leadership should lead from the front, right? It should be clear. Okay, if we say we're going to do this, this is what happened. This is what's going. Boom. You know, Ed got into so many after that. I remember when he got into investable AI. Ed dropped $1 million in investable AI. Those are the people know it. Dropped $1 million. Stop paying the people in August. Dropped $1 million in investable AI. People know I ain't telling the truth, right? People know I ain't telling the truth. No, I'm lying. I am telling the truth. He dropped $1 million, y'all. He dropped $1 million in that, and then dropped another $1 million in another one. I'm not even going to disclose that one, because that was a project that went down from another one, his buddy named Scott, that went down. Y'all don't want me to tell the truth, though. Y'all want me to lie to y'all. Let me lie to y'all real quick. Ed did not drop $1 million in investable AI. He only dropped 10,000. That made y'all feel a little better, huh? Because the people and everything, they was like, yo, well, that was my money and part of crypto programming AMSIS. That was your money gone out of the window. With Lee Dalton, who was a DJ. That's what they found out what he was. He was a DJ. That's why he couldn't really speak on it. And my boy Brian Rose was up there leading every single call for investable AI. Y'all don't want me to talk like this, because I don't do Finance Fridays no more. So, my wife says, I love Googling. Yes, she does. My wife is a detective, like literally, like she can find anything about any person, anybody, anyone, and I'm not lying to you. Like Julian Jeremiah, like literally, and other people know who rock with my wife real strong. She can find anybody. I've never seen anybody like that. I've seen a lot of people who I've actually went and we didn't hire detectives to do stuff. My wife outdid the detectives. Keeping it real. She's a beast. You can't fool nothing past her. Like this go? Okay, well, say less. Say less. That happened? Stay right there. Say less. Oh, we gonna do? Stay right there. Do you know this about? Nah, I didn't know nothing about that person. What? You didn't know nothing, but you got all these people that then came and, oh, wow. But you didn't see all of this? Like, really, how much of this you didn't see? My wife's a beast. My wife's a beast. Man, shout out to my wife. I got a dope wife, boy. She a beast. Golly, boy. I told my wife, man, my wife probably found him Osama bin Laden, boy. I'm having me a good time, man. I'm having me a good time, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Listen. True story. My man needs to have a YouTube ad. Yes. Man, look, it was on. E-Mini FX. Yes. What was the guy's name, though? Ken from E-Mini FX. I can't think of the guy's name, man. From E-Mini FX. I just can't think of the guy's name. It is what it is. We'll get it. I'm not even worried about it. Yeah, Ed, you already know. You're going to be talking about it, man. I got to call it like it is, man. Just doing what I do, man. John Franco say absolutely. Shout out to you. You know what time it is, Franco. Man, this is my guy, Franco Banco. Listen, I'm not going to lie that to you. True story. Make sure my guy Franco, he's so innovative. He's a beast. True story. He just fell out of love. He was one of the ones who fell out of love with crypto because the scam artists really, really, really changed his life. I'm not lying to you. That's my brother right there. Scam artist changed his life. I watched a man stuck here. True story. Not lying to y'all. Y'all think I'm lying? Not lying to y'all. Sit back up in there and he had a project that he was doing. Big project. Huge project. He put three different ones. I'm not going to say two different ones, three different ones. I can talk about it. Franco can stop me if I'm lying, if it's still on here. And I watched the man move like a $500,000 like it wasn't nothing. He was like, man, what, bro? Like, yo, and to this day, Franco's like, yo, Lambo, don't ever mention to me anything with crypto. Anything. Whatever you do, don't you mention anything with crypto to me. Because I watch my business, I watch everything. I've seen the dark side of this. I've seen how people manipulate people and then boom, they go and all of that. You know I'm not lying. That's why he had to. And Franco don't even come out here and speak like this no more. Like he watches from a distance. I know Franco. And I'm trying to tell you this right now. When I watch and I look at my brother like that, I watch that man sit back up in here and say, man, look, I got to lose this, and this. Got to cut it all off because I'm focused on this. Franco, bro, I fully salute you. Thank you for rocking on here with Lambo, really showing some love, man. You already know what time it is, man. Lambo gonna always want to go ahead and keep 100 with y'all, man, out here. Never gonna go ahead, man, and pull any punches. This ain't a exposition boxing match. This is a heavyweight out here. When you get out here in this ring, you get your head knocked off. You got to know what you're doing. You got to stand for what's right, stand for what's true. Everything not gonna be out here gonna be roses. Sometimes and everything, man, roses really smell like boo, boo, boo. You guys know that, man, from that song. Shout out to my nephew in the building. Your nephew just won the baby parade. Appreciate your little nephew, man. Definitely beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Baby, he just had him and his wonderful lady welcome. Shout out to them. I really want to thank them. Speaking nothing but blessings on them. When they sent it to me, I said, oh my God, who's this beautiful little handsome bundle of joy at this point? I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. This is what this thing is about. We continuously to keep going to the next level. Family, joining on. I love to see y'all on. I love to go ahead and continue to keep moving forward. You already know what time it is. J4 is in the building, man. Oh my God. From the top turnbuckle. I was just talking about you earlier, J4. You guys are not subscribed to Ford Financial Planning. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Ford Financial Planning. J4, man. Where you at, man? Where you at, man? I'm not lying to you. Where are you at, J4? Because all I see is just pictures. Y'all be gone, J4. Y'all be on the move, J4. I mean, J4, you be having the staggered pictures too. I be watching you, J4. You having the staggered pictures, man. I see you. I see you, J4. I see what you're doing, bro. I see you be out there, man. Like, got the lady over here, got you over here, got son over here. Y'all out there, baby. We out here. Y'all be out there cutting up. I be watching y'all. Y'all look good too, boy. Keep it up for me, Lambo. Come back to the Leverage Show, J4. Come show me. Unc, you the man, brother. I'm trying to be. trying to really continuously to help people, put people in the right direction, and show people as much love as we possibly can. That's what we out here for. I seen that last week. Yeah, man, the gentleman and everything who pointed cuz to the other guy across the street, telling him and everything, man, that it was him that did it. Across the street, police came and attacked him, a deaf guy. Crazy. Y'all ain't seen the show. It's down there in Arizona. It's not a show. It's actually a real event that happened. And then the judge even ruled in favor with the officers. Craziest thing you ever seen, man. I'm trying to tell y'all this right now. John Wilson's in the building, man. Shout out to John. I was talking about you earlier with revenue, man. Listen, John, we got some things to discuss. You know, we got some things to discuss, John. That's all I was telling revenue that. Got some things to discuss. You know, last 24 hours, man, it's been an eye-opener for some folks, man. Just saying. All right, shout out to you, John. Yes, he did, Ken, man. I'm not lying to you. I missed out on your party to go party with the con man, Ed Scambardi, down in Atlanta. Oh, man. So you already know what time it is. PC say Rose should be a private investigator. Man, she ain't no joke. Look at me. She ain't no joke. My wife, oh my God. I ain't got no more to say. I gotta try to end this in 2 minutes and stuff like that real quick. I forgot I had another meeting early in 2 minutes, man. But if you guys know my wife, she ain't no joke. Eddie Alexandre, that's his name, Eddie Alexandre, for EmediaFX, man. I didn't get started about that. Some of the other ones, man, like True Blue, which was at one point, man, paying and no longer paying, and all these other ones, man, they just going out the lake. I wonder if Blue Ocean still even paying. I mean, I gotta see. I mean, I see a lot of emails and everything else. I don't know if they're paying or not and everything, man. We gotta see. My wife was laughing at P. Yeah, she laughing at our road dog. Yup, old Eddie. Eddie had everybody, man. Eddie got himself out there, man, with a fresh pair of matching bracelets, man. Good Lord, man. What's up, Lambo? Live in action, Hollywood, my man. Bro, you already know. I appreciate you, brother. You already know, man. Man, shout out to my wife was watching this one show, and I got to say this real quick. Last night, it's a full season. My boy Hollywood Hop was on there. Hopgood, Charles Hopgood, was on there on the show with Lisa Ray. Lisa Ray on a little dating show and everything. He was on there. Funniest thing you ever seen. My wife was binge watching all the seasons 2 of it. I don't know what it is. I forgot the name of it, but if you look at Lisa Ray and her new shows, you would know. Appreciate you, Big X. You know what time it is. Julie said we got work to do. Yes, we do. Hey, if we ain't got no work to do, we in trouble around here. We ain't not about to be on the unemployment line around here. So we got work to do. Make sure you guys keep your guys working, your vision working, your dreams working, and everything, because definitely we making that happen. All right, y'all. I got to jump on another big call, man. Long night ahead of me, man. I love you guys, man. Hopefully you guys really enjoyed this and found out, you know, some things from Lambo's heart and how you guys need to go ahead, man, and be wise when you guys are definitely and parking your money into the right investments, what investments are really working, what investments are not, and being able to see the handwriting on the wall and being able to see it from a distance. All right. I want y'all to spot that because y'all gonna thank me later. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. Next Tuesday and Thursday night is going down here. 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Ernie Epps on Tuesday. Ahmed Hazel on Thursday. You guys do not want to miss that. Have an amazing weekend, guys. I love you guys. Take care for me and enjoy yourself. Be safe out there this weekend. We got big moves to make. Make it happen. Love y'all. I'm out.